Christmas Covenant is a piece of legislation brought by brothers and sisters from central conferences.
It's the first time something is coming totally from outside the United States and coming from central conferences.
Central conferences, even in the present United Methodist Church, they have been on the periphery of things.
Christmas Covenant is not a response, is not related to the protocol. The Christmas Covenant is simply pointing to the future of the church.
The challenge is that because there are many voices, you really have to navigate and see how this message can be clearly communicated.
I have difficulty to be in a church where I did not participate in any document. That's a vote of non-confidence to my own training as a theologian, as a pastor, but also as a leader.
We hold the future of this church that we have inherited. It is our responsibility to make sure, it doesn't fall in our hands.
The debate we have is not a war where we are a winner or a loser. It is about ministry.
I know the Bible is our reference, but you will be surprised that cultural values, even in an oral tradition, guide our society in a very specific way.
Central conferences are being transformed into regional conferences.
The concept of regionalization is key, especially in terms of empowering churches across the world or across the region.
Matters of religion, there is an element of nationalism in it. Even the Reformation in Germany had nationalistic sentiments in it that we now need to have a church which we can relate to.
With full hope, we shall deliver a stronger denomination in the name of mission.
What this legislation is seeking to address is self-determination for each region to determine how we will do ministry. How are we going to be ourselves as a people, as the African people? Who are we? And we have to determine our future and the way we do ministry and shape our church.
There are two levels of how to tackle this whole process. The level of the General Conference, where you have to deal with the delegates. Delegates have to understand what you are communicating. Then the level of the local church.
The Philippine Central Conference is on the process of cascading the Christmas Covenant to the grassroots level by providing references and resources. Our right to be informed with this kind of situation right now, especially here in the Philippines.
I would like to call upon you to endeavor to reach the delegates in the different central conferences and annual conferences.
I want people to say, why didn't you tell us? We thought, there's something real coming. We can get all we want in the United Methodist Church.